Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream as we're slowly getting on into the lobby. Everybody's sort of coming on in, but this has been a series. I know everybody in the chat, they've been screaming Zaya's name. We're finally going to get them here on the big matchup, the winners round 2. This is where it matters the most, right? These two teams are looking to punch their ticket to that winners semis, going up against the side of the Baby Beavers. Currently, it's the side of, I believe it was Dax, who's sitting up 2-1. They won the hard point 250-153, lost the search and destroy in a 6-3, and then won that control in a 3-1. But we have Hotel and Mercado coming up. What are your thoughts on this Hotel hard point for this map 4?
Hotel hardpoint, you know, it's big. It really is. A lot of players say they like it or they hate it. Regardless, they have a lot of experience on it. You know, Hotel is one of the top played maps for sure. Whenever anyone picks, it's always in the rotations of what's going on. You know, the kitchen, the restaurant, you know, always great heavy hitting spots for the Hotel. In that P1, usually no one really goes for. It's more about setting up for that P2. But, you know, that could be where a lot of points are made up, especially when we have two heavy hitting teams like this. You know, and looking back at what they were doing before, you know, Backpackers upset X18. Dak Carries has pretty much just been upsetting everyone. And coming off that last match, Morph had dropped a 40 on only a 4-round control. If they went to a 5th round control, he would have dropped even more. So he's killing.
Oh my goodness, dropping 40 in 4 rounds, that's incredible nonetheless. And I know you've been hyping him up. It's still the side of the Backpackers. They are going to truly be in this one. We can't be sleeping on because X18, they did that in the winners round 1, right? The number 1 seed, they lost in that map 5 round 11. So if you are the side of Dash Carries, you still need to keep that cool and calm head. Make sure that you're making those proper call-outs, those proper plays. Don't start over-channeling now. You still have a long way to go left in this tournament. And, I mean, if you do end up winning, you're playing the number 1 seed, or the number one seed in the Baby Beavers, as they just 3-0'd team performance. So you better watch out for these guys. But you have to start it here. If you want to close it out, it starts on the Greenberg Hotel.
Yeah, players already loaded in. Let's see it. Last time we seen the Backpackers, it wasn't much to show, but clearly they are showing up today. I think King Tut is going to definitely be the biggest turnaround from that team. Marcoso, I think he's the whole reason they even named the Backpack, because he was carrying hard last time. Maybe it's more of a team effort here, because I know from Dax Carries, even though it's Dak Carries, it's really a team effort, honestly. Everyone does a great job on that team.
I apologize once again. I know we had to restart our monitor, so when everything reset in the game, we will get that player list up for you. I know you guys are already going to be screaming in the chat, but don't worry. We will have it right back coming your way. And maybe Chef could fix it on the fly, but hey, starting off here early, it will be the side of Dax Carry looking to get this one underway, as they're losing a few of these gunfights back and forth, as Nifty looking to try to find it. And we're back to first person. There we go. As he is still roaming around that top side, as Dak finds one player going into the restaurant. E-Dazzle getting another one, as it will be Zaya trying to find one. Can he find the second? Wasn't expecting him, but so far, I know you're saying that not a lot of these teams are getting that P1, but it will be the side of Dash Carries not having that rotation, and they're trying to get as much out of this as they can. But coming on in, it's number 4. It's going to be the side of E-Dazzle, ready and waiting. It's a full setup coming in from the Backpackers. And look, Chef has done it. He did it on the fly. This is what you want to see. We got it all loaded up. So give the gaming Chef, a chef kiss right there, because he was going through all the buttons on the keyboard. He's got it, so we are all set up, ready to go. But it is Dash Carries. They break through that front of the hill. Zaya 6-2. The man starting off hot 4 in a row, as they are looking to get this one. Still pushing out that front. 30 seconds left on the clock, and you might be thinking about that rotation already if you're Backpackers.
Yeah, I love seeing, Tut sitting at that 4 and 5. He was 4 and 4, doing a great job here. No time on the hill really for anyone. Nifty on the big old bagel, 0 and 4. Dax Carries, a huge start from them. Starting to rotate out, and look at Dak already over there, but he's getting shot out big from Nifty out on Kitchen. This is my favorite spot. Of course, we see Zaya looking to get in there live. lot of hype for Zaya in the chat. Can he 1v2 this site? No, he ain't gonna get nothing. He's out of there. Look at how far Dax Carries has to spawn in order to get close into here. Alex couldn't have been further from this spot. Backpackers has an amazing setup for this kitchen. No one can come around, no one can come in the front, no one can come in the side. But Nifty is going to lose that gunfight like he lost every single gunfight so far this round at 0-5. And look at Dax Carries just coming in there, going in hot. We see Morph going hot with a nice 2-feed. Just leaves Nifty off the respawn, trying to get in there, trying to be the chef, but he ain't gonna get it done. It is all Dax Carries cooking it up now. 20 seconds left. They know exactly what's on the menu, and they're serving it.
Yeah, and Morph, I mean, he's 5-1 on that 5-kill streak, and we can just literally hear him in the background. Every time he finds a kill, he's screaming out dead. I mean, you know, maybe he doesn't need to say that every time, but he wants to let that other team know, hey, I am owning you right now, and he's surely doing it in the venue. But Marcosos, once again, this was the last map that we happened to cast him on, was the Hotel Hardpoint, and he was already, I think he almost dropped, I think he dropped 39 kills, and he still lost by, I believe it was 30 points. So this team isn't necessarily bad at hardpoint. They just need to make all their players click at the same time.
Yeah, Marcoso, again, with the carrying, at least on the KD factor. You know, everyone pretty split across hard point score, but look at Morph sitting at 107. Alex, the big hill time player, 105. That is some big numbers with only 100 score for the team. Alex is going to lose that gunfight. Marcoso's going to catch a double on the top two now. Tut's going to find a kill. Zaya, though, going to answer that back with a double as they try to get this point, but no, Backpackers is going to lock it down, but they didn't have the spawns. Dax Carry's going to catch Scrap, but a huge uphill battle getting into this next point.
Yeah, they're getting this last seconds of the scrap, just kind of still making sure they have a little bit of a lead coming on into this P5, which is considered probably one of the more difficult hills to come on in and break, because it's called the Snake Pit, and none of you know what that means, is when all the players are sitting inside the booth in the restaurant, they can literally bob up and down, and it is impossible, it feels like at times, to gun them off that heady. But Morph, he's not having any trouble. He goes in and challenges Alex. He is there, but so is Zaya and Dak. They are working in such unison from this young team. You love to see it out of these guys, and they have the break, and now, oh, look at Morph. He is currently in the pit, and he is bobbing up and down. Marcoso's trying to be that entry player as he's trying to get into an opening. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like anything is coming into fruition as of yet.
Oh my gosh, 2, almost 3 there. Morph holding off those last few seconds pretty much by himself as the team just slowly gets in there. Nifty is now going to be the one by himself looking to trade it out. And this is all for scrap pretty much. We're all on the rotation. It's a 1v1. Zaya versus E-Dazzle for this next hard point, and Zaya is on the spot. It is going to go blue almost immediately. E-Dazzle's going to turn the corner. Wow, actually got that kill off of Zaya. That I did not see that one coming. Dak gonna find a kill, is on the point, is gonna get taken out now. Morph has to get something done with Zaya.
And already, so far in this sixth hill of the rotation, 23 kills for Marcosos. The guy has not slowed down at all. The submachine gun truly starting to shine on through E-Dazzle. Like you said, won one of those ridiculous gunfights. It doesn't look like the Vaznev has gotten nerfed at range at all, as he's still winning them. But now it's going to be a big 1v1 Alex versus Tut, as he does happen to catch out Marcosos. That was a great spot for him. And if we were talking about, is that going to be their Achilles heel, is because Alex, he is their majority hill man. But now it's actually Morph as well, kind of splitting it, 125 and 128 in the hill.
Yeah, look at Zaya gonna catch that scrap. You know, actually Marcos is gonna fight for not even anything, really. Not sure why he even went that direction. But Dak is on this next hill. Dax Carries the whole team. Is set up, honestly, pretty well, and looking for a setup for a rotation, but they all just got taken out. It's just Morph left trying to defend this hill as the rest of the squad spawns in, and they're all going to try and fluster through the center of the map. Backpackers aren't even really on the hill, and they are 50 points behind, so they need every point that they can get, and Marcoso is going to get every kill that he can get.
Yeah, and so far it looked like it was going to be a solid hill on that P1 for Backpackers, but just like that, it's turned up on side. Its head is Dak. He's already looking to work his way towards that Pillars P2 hill, towards the lobbies. Can he find one kill on a Nifty? And oh, God, I can just tell that man got ripped off the map, but Tut, this was a guy who, it was really interesting. He started off slow. It was nifty this time. It's really about just getting those gunnies warmed up. And yeah, they took a little bit of a 5-minute break. Hopefully that didn't cool them down too much. But the side of Dax carries, it is all of the ARs, the submachine guns, doing exactly what they need to. And you can tell the way that they're on the map, they are double channeling every single gunfight besides maybe Zaya. Nifty comes on in, but at this P2 hill, you have a great setup for Dax carries.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, looking at Marcoso, a lot of his kills really aren't important kills. It's not like he's going on the hill and wiping them out. He's not wiping out the people rotating. He's just kind of like killing people that are just old on hill or just, you know, off the spawn, keeping them from refilling. So, I mean, sure, any kind of kill's a good one, but the least important ones he's going after. This ain't TDM, right? You need score for your team, and Marcoso's sitting at 30 seconds. The only person that has over a minute is eDazzle. Looking at the other side for Dax carries, we got 2 people at over a minute, and Alex almost at 2 minutes now. But the score from the Backpackers is coming back thanks to King Tut sitting at 12 and 18, 50 seconds on the hill. But here comes the rotation onto the kitchen. Dax carries has the spot.
And yeah, the full setup is in. It's going to be a difficult one to try to break on through as the chef. We're going to see what he is cooking on up. You have one player still sitting on in. He has the help of Zaya if needed, but now they are working for that spawn. So smart play coming on in from the Backpackers as they're really starting to work this break as everybody's spawning in the restaurant and they're finding all the wall bangs, and that is all 4 members down. Oh, make it 3. Alex is still there as he's trying to have a player come on in and help him, but still nifty. He grabs one Zaya. He's definitely weak, but this is a break the side of the Backpackers desperately needed. And eDazzle, he also has a glide bomb in that back pocket with 7 in a row, but Morph cleans up the scrap seconds going their way.
Yeah, now 10 seconds left. Dax carries is going to be the chef of the kitchen. Look at that. He has the whole thing to himself. Don't need no dishwasher or nothing. He's going to run the whole thing off to the scrap heap. All of that carrot peel. That is their score for sure. Look at this rotation. Alex is already there, you know, sitting at 13 and 20, but that 2 minutes on the hill, that's the money. That's what's giving them the lead. Morph on a 5 streak right now. eDazzle throws in the streak. And that is going to take him off of hill. But look at Backpackers. They have the spawns. Dax carries is going to have to fight the bronze side of this one. But Alex, he just goes right for the hill. He knows exactly how he's going to win this game, and that's getting the 250.
And there's some people who just kind of dance around it, right? They're not necessarily wanting to get on the hill right away. They're working for those kills, but Tut triples them up. But Morph again goes massive. He's pre-firing the next. Unfortunately, ran out of ammunition, but his teammates are there. And Zaya, he will get that double, and that it will get them close to being able to close it out. I don't think they'll be able to win it here. So now the rotation is afoot, and number 5, Dak is there. And oh, Zaya gets a beautiful spawn. He literally spawned right on top of that hill. Morph is investing in that glide. He's trying to shut it out. No, I thought he maybe gave it up for a second, but the Lone Ranger on the hill, nifty. A big gunfight to win. The Backpackers, they are still in it. As though that was just a little error on our end. I don't think anybody else was lagging. But can the Backpackers do it? They sit down by 60 and they have to hold on to the restaurant.
Yeah, they need 60 points, and Dax carries, they need 6, okay? 6. Dak is there. That's 3 players versus 3. They have the man advantage now. It's going in their favor, but oh, they just get wiped out. eDazzle with a double heady. Marcoso with an important kill now. eDazzle gonna fall through as Dax carries, tries to push in from the kitchen, and oh man, they just got him gatekeeped through the archway. Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to get in. 15 seconds left. They can still push in to win it. So Backpackers has to play almost every second. Dak gets a team kill, and he is the last person over there, possibly just waiting for them to walk away from it, but it's not gonna happen. There we go, 4 seconds left. Now it's time to rotate, but look at Dax carries, they're ready.
And you have to fly right now if you're number 4 and number 3, Marcosos. He's got to go. You have 1 second left. They have to challenge it. Unfortunately, oh, can Nifty do it? No, he can't. And Dax carries behind Morph and Co. They will get it done. They are now going to be in the winners semis going up against the side of the Wreck Baby Beavers, as they will take down the side of the Backpackers in a 3-1 fashion. They took all of the respawns. They get it done 250 to 216.
40.
You have 2 players sitting at 19. But again, Marcosos, he drops 39 for them to lose again. there's just no way that man does it twice on the same map and still gets the same results.
I mean, does he need help? Is he getting important kills? Is he doing teamwork? And what is everyone else lacking on, honestly? And looking at Dak's team, they're doing everything right. They're always exactly where they need to be. They're rotating perfect times. They're getting scraps and the rotations. And that's, 15 seconds on the last hill, 15 seconds on the next hill. That's half a hill right there. That's 30. That's math. That's how it gets added up. And then, Dak's firepower just ends up getting another 15 or 30 on that hill. You're just going to win. You're already ahead.
And they just look so good in that hotel as well. And I will say it's not all sunshine and rainbows for the side of Dax. They have a lot to work on. I can tell this is just a purely raw, talented team. I think when they go up against Baby Beavers, it might be a little bit of a heat check. Yeah, will they be able to keep on the slay department? Absolutely. It's just going to be a matter of finding those crucial kills, and it kind of seemed like they were, just going for the kills and not necessarily getting the massive ones, the ones that mattered. So that's going to be kind of the things that I'm going to be looking for. You got to clean up the small details for this team to become great. Granted, we say that with a grain of salt because they're in the winners semis and going up against the #1 seed, but I don't think anybody saw them going this deep, and no matter what, they're going to be in that losers round 6.
Yeah,
whoever goes there. And Backpackers, they go all the way down to the losers round 4, and they are going to be playing whoever is the winner of the next series we're going to cast, which is going to be CEC Academy going up against the NM boys. And I guess, what are your predictions on that series? I mean, we haven't had the pleasure of casting the young guns in CEC, all under 18 players, but Dahmers, along with the side of the NM boys, they had, a very rough loss yesterday. They're looking to bounce back. Who do you have in the edge?
NM boys, I feel like they had a lot together. They had a tough matchup yesterday, putting them in the bottom seed. But both these teams won 3-0 in their last matches. NM beating out Infinite eSports, who, was supposed to be a pretty hot team. And CEC taking down Boundless, which honestly wasn't too hot. So, both of them had easy wins with the 3-0 coming in. So it should be pretty even. But NM boys, I think that, talking with them, seeing them playing, seeing their communication, I think that NM boys is going to take this one probably 3-0, but I'll give them 3-1.
You have 3-1. I mean, with our luck, it's probably going to be a 3-0, right? Like, we haven't been able to have an extended series. I'm apologizing for anybody who wants to see one, because I know the 2 series that Scotty and Cam ended up casting yesterday went to a map 5, round 11. Oh my goodness, out of it all. Or no, it wasn't a round 11. It ended up, I think, around round 9. But the way these 2 teams are playing, the NM boys, you can tell they're a little bit more concise on what they want to do. And you said it, the comms, they were sounding really cool, calm, and collected. It wasn't anything that was over the top. They weren't panicking in any moments. But inside the CEC, these players being so young, they play with a lot of heart, and they ended up losing all the pool play matches that they lost. They were the only team that ended up going almost every single series going to a map 3. So they're not they won't shy away from the pressure. It's just a matter of being able to clutch up in those final moments for them.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting set up, get these players loaded in. I'm not sure if they're ready, if we're going to go to a break to get them in here. But the NM boys, I feel like they're doing pretty hot. CEC, we haven't casted them, so I can't say too much for them. But everyone's out there. They're ready. They're in the losers bracket, so this is it. If you lose this, you're going home, and you're cleaning up some space here in the LAN, because there's a lot going on, a lot of energy, and I'm loving it. And all that's left is more and more talent out there. And talent is exactly what we're going to see in the semifinals for the winners. Baby Beavers, Dax carries. That's going to be an interesting one for sure.
I'm excited to cast it for sure. But let's kind of talk about, before we cut it to this break, what has happened so far throughout today at least. So in the winners round 2, we had the Baby Beavers take down Team Performance in a 3-0 fashion. That was the one that we had to start off the day. It was 250-245, a great map 1. Then it just kind of felt like the Baby Beavers rode that momentum all the way to the end of that series. And then off screen, or what we just caught the end of, was Dax Carries takes down Team Backpackers in a 3-1 fashion. In the loser side, you had ATK Gaming take down the side of Crib White in a 3-0. X18, it was an easy 3-0 for them against Yummy Tings. NM Boys, I believe they finished that one off last night, so they took the 3-0 against Infinite Esports. And then CEC Academy, they also took down Team Boundless, like you mentioned. Not too hot of a team. So the NM Boys and CEC Academy, they're ready to get this one. And I know the side of 8TK Gaming, the number, I believe, 3 seed, going up against X18 in the number 2 seed in the losers round 3. That I know it's commencing right now. We'll get an update for you right as we come back from this short break.
It's there. Weak. Never kill top mid. Still top mid.
That's before one.